Hello subs. Today I'm going to be doing something slightly different. I've got this file. I've not used it because it hasn't got a handle. That's the beastie. Now I could pop down the shop and get one of those old wooden ones. It is actually a bastard file. That's what it says on it. You get that type of little wooden handle. They're all right for those small ones. Or you can get those big stumpy ones. They're quite good, but I think what I'll do is make a special one. I've got this air drying clay which I use as I use it as a temporary filler on various bits and pieces. Now just roll it into a sausage and then grip it as hard as I can, and that'll get an imprint of the inside of my hand. And it should be really comfortable. Needs a little bit of work, as you can see. I've dried it off and it does feel really good, really good. Then the first thing, rub it all down. I'm using quite a coarse grit. It needs to take quite a bit off, and it bungs up the finer grits really quickly. All I want smooth contours, not all rough and bobbly. This is just a bit of old car paint which I've got. I'm just spraying it over, and that, when I rub that off, will show me where I haven't rubbed it down properly. Now with the car paint I can use a smoother sandpaper. It gets a nicer finish. Because for casting, you really do want it nice and smooth. And that's how it looks. You can see the bits where I haven't rubbed down. There's quite a few bits there that need filling, little cracks and bits and pieces like that. And what I use is some very wet clay. And you just wedge it in the holes and smear it in with your thumb. Nice messy job. Let that dry, and that's what you got. You got a lumpy old dog turd. Then another coat of spray. You can hear I've got the fan going, the extractor. The old paint fumes aren't so nice. Smell gorgeous, but they're not good for you. First job, pick up all the dross left over from last time. I don't get so much recently because I've been just using old sprues and what's already been melted up. That's a nut that didn't melt down, obviously not aluminium. I always keep my crucibles in a cardboard box right next to the radiator. Keep them dry, stop them getting bashed around. And it's just old sprues and runners and spinners and that lot. Oh, and an unlucky horseshoe. I couldn't be bothered to do that one up. I'll just trace around it because I need to bury that halfway down, and that is to just hold it in the right place so I can make the bottom part, the drag. It's all guesswork. I'm just filling in all the gaps, pressing it down, and I'll clean it up so it's nice and flat. Looks pretty nice so far. And then this will be the true bottom. That's come out okay. Put this bit back into the true bottom part. My actions are a bit slow there because I'm doing a lot of thinking, trying to picture it all in my head. I did make a bit of an error there, but it's not too much. It won't affect the final product. then just continue as normal. Make sure that's packed nicely tight so there's no loose sand at all. That's the mistake there. That wasn't quite sitting flat. Well, it was sitting on top of that little runner there. But it didn't affect the casting at all. Right, let's get this casted up. It's all clean stuff, so there'll only be a little bit. And I think most of that is aluminium. It looked quite wet. Seemed to go pretty good. And we're out of gas. Luckily, I've got the spare one. Kettle's ready. Have a nice cup of tea. Now I left last week's milk in the shed. And it hasn't gone off. Shows you how cold it's been. Well, that looks okay from here. Yep, looks pretty good on both sides, so I'm happy with that. I'll chuck them in the wheelbarrow there, just to keep them out of the way. Let them cool down. Cheers. It's a cold day again, so the old cuppa goes down well. So I had another go, redid it all. I'd like more than one. That one looks pretty good as well. That one's still really hot. See that burning my gloves. And I'll just pour out whatever's left. Time to clean these things up. I'll cut them off with the angle grinders. You can do these bits with the angle grinder, but it's quite small, it only takes a couple of minutes. An angle grinder can be rather vicious. I'm using the round side to do the concave surfaces, of course. Nice sweeping motions, and then finish it off with this small, finer round file. That's what it looks like after a good filing. And then the hideously laborious rubbing down. And it did take quite a long time as well. Gradually worked my way up the sandpaper grits. That's what they look. That's the one on the right's the untreated one, obviously. Let me start off on the wet and dry. I've got a new pair of marigolds there as well. The others had holes in them. 1200 grit, in case you couldn't see it. And of course that's scratch remover. And there you go, that's what it comes out looking like. A lot better than the it still feels really comfortable. I'll just glue it up, wedge it between two bits of wood to hold it, because the vice will put vice marks in it. Start off with a quite small drill, and then get bigger and bigger. And once the hole's drilled out, fill it full of araldite. There you go, works a treat. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, please do.